What's up, guys? MPEX here, and today we are making a crap in 10 minutes. So let's get right into it. Before we start, I have a square here with nothing on it, just a normal square, and my main camera. Anyway, my future self will provide commentary because I don't think my 14 IQ is enough to explain what I'm doing under pressure. Hello, guys. This is MPEX from the future, and away we go. So I started out by creating an empty game object, which will contain the square mesh. Parented the square to the player object and gave the parent a player tag. Added a rigid body 2D to it and increased the gravity scale to 5 because more gravity. I gave the square a player tag too because, I don't know, better to be safe. I added the box collider 2D onto it, then I adjusted the parent object scale to make it look more like an actual character. I then created a player controller script, a private rigid body 2D. I called it RB. Floats. We have a move speed and a jump force. Yep, it's gonna be a platform game. In the start method, I assigned the parent's rigid body 2D components to RB. Come on, past self, let's go. I changed the update method to the fixed update method, so it only updates when the physics system updates. Here, we are manipulating the x-axis of the rigid body's velocity using the inbuilt horizontal axis system, which maps the left and right arrow keys or A and D keys to give the player character some acceleration. Multiply the axis by move speed. We don't need to multiply by time.delta time. The method updates only a limited number of times per frame. The onCollision 2D method works when there's a collision between two non-trigger colliders. When a collision is detected, the code inside runs, which updates the y component of the rigid body 2D's velocity to jump force. Let's go compile. I attached the player script to the player. I gave it a move speed of 30 and jump force of 15. What next? Yeah, colors.
Nice.
Change some colors to give it a different feel. Something like that.
Oh my god! Wow!
Created an empty game object for the spawner and its Created an empty game object for the spawner and made a spawner script for it. 7 minutes left. Come on, past self. Quick. We need boundaries. A left boundary and a right boundary to spawn platforms. A public game object field to contain the platform prefab. A public float T for current time, and a private one, init T, to store the initial time. I pass T's value to init T in the first frame. In the update method, if T is greater than 0, we reduce it by time.delta time each frame. Else, we are going to instantiate a platform at random x position between left bound and right bound. The platform is going to retain the parent's y position, and its rotation is preserved by the Quaternion identity. T is also reset to its initial value. About 5.5 minutes left. I attached the spawner script to the spawner, and then I needed to find the bounds of the camera. Let's take the spawner up and then left to have a negative x bound. We have 7, so -7 on the left and 7 on the right. Let's give 1 second between each platform spawn. Let's make a platform prefab using the square again. Named it platform and gave it a box collider 2D. I dragged it down to make it a prefab. I then put the prefab into the platform field in the spawner script attached to the spawner. Platform script. Variables. A public float speed or the platform fall speed. In the update method, we are going to use time.delta time to make the movements consistent on different CPUs. Each frame in the update method, we change the y position of the platform. We reduce it by speed times time.delta time. Compile, come on. I attached the script to platform prefab and set the speed to 3. We scaled the platform to make it look like an actual platform. 0.5. 0.25. Alright, let's go. Apply changes to the platform prefab. Duplicated the platform so the player can jump. Duplicated the platform so the player can jump off them before the spawner kicks in. Let's test it, fingers crossed. Nice. Real nice. I just felt the player was a little too big. 3 minutes left. Can we make a tiny game manager? Yes, we can. An empty game object to manipulate the scene. Named it manager. Give the box collider 2D and check the is trigger box. Created and added a manager script. Using scene manager. Use the scene manager namespace to restart the scene or level or game. The whole game is a single level anyway. The onTrigger exit method gets called when a collider exits a trigger collider. If a collider exits this trigger, it checks if the tag of the game object that exited is player. Remember when I tagged them? If it is player, it then runs the scene manager line, which restarts the game, taking the index of the current scene. Compile. 1 minute 47 seconds left. Anything, let's test it. Crap. The trigger collider size. I reset the transform to have it at the center of the screen. I increased the Y by a lot, but also increased its center height, so you can't really go off screen going up. A little extra for the X so players don't feel cheated. 1 minute left. Let's test it. Well, at least the manager is working. The jump force seems kind of small though. Let's edit it quickly. 18 for jump force. I think I should increase the platform speed, but let's play test. I kinda like the rotation of the player character, so I won't freeze its Z rotation. One more platform up there. Platform speed to 3.5. Out of time. But I think I'm okay with what we have. 3, 2, 1.
FBI, open up!
Wow, this was tiring. The pressure. My heart is literally still beating and my fingers are all sweaty. I knew it was gonna be tough, but man, I did not expect it to be this hard. Seems like it might be a fun game. Oof. So anyway, 10-minute challenge. A bit late, or to be honest, really late. But hey, I started my journey a bit over 6 months ago. Click the pop-up or card thing at the end of this video to watch it. I hope you had a great time watching this video. If you liked it, please leave a like. If you disliked it, give a thumbs down and please leave a comment so I can make it better for you next time. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe now, right now. Stay tuned and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.